Hi, my name is Carol Singleton, and I'm a veteran of the U.S. Army. I was a telecommunications center operator, and I served during the Cold War from 1983 to 1986, and most of my tour was served in Germany. I'm going to read a poem called Village Protest, and it was about an experience I had while we were bivouacking and doing military exercises in a small village in Germany called Village Protest. On a snow-covered hill in Eberstadt, we bivouac, above an elementary school. We can't pronounce the name. Between Cold War games, we peek inside, at tidy desks, awaiting the bodies of children. And from our eagle's perch, one night we watch a vein of pulsing flame snake through the torso of the town. And before we hear it, we feel the hum of 1,000 voices rise from the cobblestones below. We scamper down through darkened halls and crouch and watch. The faces of tiny ghouls aglow in candlelight, cheeks chalked with white, eyes blackened with coal. They clutch their parents' hands and chant in a stranger's tongue. We don't want your nukes. Americans, go home. And in the shadows, we grip our M16s and laugh at the cold steel of our empty magazines. This poem I wrote in 2013, but it is about the fall of 2001 after 9/11. At this time, there was a lot of bigotry and a lot of fear in our country. And I was raising my daughter, who's mixed race, in a small town in the foothills of California. And I'll just leave it at that. Fall of 2001. The black Barbie swung from the classroom ceiling. She shouldn't have looked up, but there it was. Mouths laughed her name. And along Highway 49, the straw-stuffed firemen tugged the noose tight around the effigy of bin Laden, hanging over the pumpkin patch. And fall came with roaring leaves, orange, brown, and red. The poem I'm going to read is called Cracking. I wrote it in 2013. It's based on experience I had while riding the light rail to work, actually home from work, one hot afternoon. It's called Cracking. Woman with firecracker hair asks if she can sit beside me on the train. I whisper yes and turn away. Her white stick arms match her translucent face, skin erupting in tiny scabs. Her bloodshot eyes twitch and pop and land on me, reading Jane Eyre. She pulls a ragged paperback from a torn black purse, cracks a chipped tooth grin, and asks, "Do I like true crime?" The afternoon sun beats hot on the plastic pane, and inside we are packed tight. I have to look now at her imploring face and answer yes. Helter-skelter, in cold blood, I spout off a few. She is shaking now. Strands of her orange hair sweep and spew around her bony, collapsing chest. I thought I was the only one, she shouts, face beaming. And I think I see the old spark of the once girl, small and serious, face pressed into a book, blue eyes wide with wonder. But then her crusted lips utter, "They took away my daughter today, just now, the judge in court. My mother even testified." I want to look away at the sturdy oaks passing outside my window and watch the hawks alight on the towering electric poles. But how can I refuse, diffuse her confession? Milky tears streak down her neck. I touch her arm and apologize. "This is my stop," I say.